Mounties have got the ball at their 48-yard line and coming to time and
The volume's super low. Are you still recording?
all right, we're back. We're checking our audio levels here, seeing what we got. Hopefully we get some feedback from our fans here.
Pretty good with the doghouse. The dog moves on the field. They like to do 2/3 and go and full size it.
He's both the audio, but I'm waiting on the response. System changed stuff.
All right, we've got Hunter Lloyd in the shotgun. Hands off. Please rip it back to Lloyd down the sidelines for a long gain, and he's going to score.
Flag on the play.
We may have a flag on the
That's the
play.
ball for number 5. Hunter Lloyd. Down for you. No, flags on the play. The winner in the taking short and right is next to you.
Walk in the back.
On the offense, Kendall penalty for a spot foul. Play result for the first down.
What was it? Walk in the back.
Let's undo all that and put it back in and figure out what we did. All right.
What did it do?
You can't okay with lights.
He said it tracks bugs, so
10 for the down. Well, nose number 25 goes out.
All right, we appreciate you guys watching from home. Back to the 25 and throws it. Not makes catch.
Bill Patrick has the field on play, 10 for number 4, the quarter. Number 2.
And the only reason he had you doing that was because that wasn't right?
Number 3, Hunter Hawkins. 43, Devin Stearns. The 15-40 report. McCorder with the reception. 46, Logan Osmond with the tackle.
All right, fans at home, we apologize for the loss of audio. We had to move some equipment to pull out our monopod because the refs had told us we could not use our tripod on the field. So we brought one, but we had it stowed away. So it took us a few minutes, and we didn't mean to kill our audio. And we're hoping...
Almost picked off by Van Buren.
The Mounties are showing signs of promise tonight, and the Van Buren Pointers are looking like they're hungry for a win. So we ought to have a game on our hands tonight. Well, they've had a couple of really close passes to the quarter that just were inches away from touchdowns. So they'll have a chance maybe to see if they can't remedy that here in a little bit. Lloyd takes the pass, or takes the shotgun, and an incomplete pass.
That's a dangerous play right there.
Big Willie Hernandez is going to come in here and try to knock one in. The kick is good, and he redeems himself from a miss last week in Fayetteville. And I'm sure he was stinging from that. He's a great soccer player and a great kicker, so the Mounties are really lucky to have him this year. He's been a big addition to the team.
So that brings us to 7.
You'll get out to the program. We'll be announcing another lucky winner.
And we got a few fans here that made the trip down.
Yes, the drive. I'm surprised for me.
If you have program number 710-869. 710-869. Go to the doghouse. Collect your winnings. This door prize is also from Copper Hill.
All right, the Mounties getting set to kick. Hernandez is proven to have a good, strong, long kick. His kick here. Try to eliminate the run back, and he's going to open up a hole, and they're going to get down to nearly midfield on that play. So, it looked like a little late contact there, and one of the players had a helmet off. I'm not sure who got the call there.
That's very fun to watch the kick.
He's a tough kid. We interviewed him last week. Really brings a lot of experience and championship ring to the team. And the kids like him. And the coaches really like having him on the team. So he's been a real addition to the team.
Let's see what this flag.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the defense. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the offense. Dead ball, sideline warning against Rogers. That's their first warning. First down right there.
So, multiple of calls.
Offsetting personal fouls and then a sideline warning on Rogers. We didn't see all of it, so it's hard to say what happened.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm quite biased.
We saw the unsportsmanlike hit from Van Buren. We didn't see what provoked it, so we'll leave it as
nice pat down by Rogers' defense. It's going to force 2nd and 10.
I'm going to take a little break here and see if I can't help one of our camera operators. Monte, I'm going to leave it with you. And
Van Buren breaks out of their huddle. Ball snapped, handoff, up the middle. A nice gain by number 23 for Van Buren. Third and 4. A little less than 8-10 left in the first. Ball snapped, handoff once again. The defense meets him right at the line of scrimmage, and maybe for even a loss of a yard or two. So good play by by Rogers' defense. 4th and 6, and Van Buren brings out their punting squad. Hunter Hawkins and Colin McCorder back to return. Ball right at the 50-yard line. Nice punt. Returns it for about a gain of 5.
What's up? No. Not yet. They almost started fighting though. Alright. I'll start a fight down here. Yeah. Yeah, he body slammed him and then everyone got aggressive. Yo. Nothing. Does it work now?
One thing we can say about Hunter Lloyd is when you think the game is over and that we're out of it, he'll bring us back in the game. He's a tough kid and he's a good competitor. So we're not ever ready to count out Hunter Lloyd. And he's just a sophomore, young kid that's really brought a lot to this team.
Bright future. And timeout Coach Lloyd, he didn't like what he saw. Second timeout of the half. 6:41, 7-3. One thing I want to talk about is how crucial of a game this is for them.
Oh, this is a huge game for the Mounties. A good playoff, getting in the playoffs and having a good seed is this win tonight is critical because it just doesn't get easy from the Mounties from here on out. You got 2 Bentonville games to play. Both teams going into tonight were undefeated. We haven't checked the score, but good.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, if Rogers gets this win tonight, that's a big momentum builder. But also it gets them a guaranteed spot in the state playoffs, and that's one of their main goals as a team.
Yeah, but Coach Lloyd said from the beginning of the season one of his goals is to get further in the playoffs. And the better seed you get, the better chance you have because it's that 7A conference or playoffs is tough picture, especially in the 7A West.
Pass completed to Andrew McGlynn.
All right,
Nice
now,
game.
Monte, I'm going to turn this back over to you, and we're going to troubleshoot our field cam. We're getting a little bit of trouble down there, and the team's wanting some help, so I'm going to see if I can help them. We'll turn it back over to you. And we're hoping you can announce a Mountie score here, because it looks like they're on the move, and we know that kind of excitement that Lloyd and Hawkins and McWhorter can bring to this team.
All right. 3rd and 1, snap. Ball handed off to McWhorter and no gain.
Yeah, they were waiting for him on that one. We really missing big Aaron Jones tonight. He's out with a concussion.
Out with the concussion last game. Fayetteville had some nice hits on the dude.
Well, Fayetteville had his number. They were waiting on him, and they had a big defensive line to do it. And nothing, you can't take anything away from Aaron. He just was outgunned last week on with a lot of defenders waiting on him.
That's right. So, flag on the play.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty. Delayed 4th down.
Not sure what the call was. 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 4th and 7. High snap. Decent kick. Fair catch, and Van Buren will get this ball. Very risky, very scary play on behalf of Rogers. Those high snaps can turn into a disaster, you know. His hands were not there. It could have been easily 6 points or possibly a safety. But Willie was active with his hands. Got the kickoff right in time. Quick snap, handoff.
Yeah. It looks like crap right now. So what?
Program number 710-871. 710-871.
Flag on the play, false start, most likely. False start on the offense. Welcoming back Scott Davis.
Thank you, Monte. We got our field cam back up. I say that. No, we don't.
Man, that quarterback's mobile, but he steps out of bounds just a hair shy of the first down.
We're going to see if we can get a look at some of the scores across the region here.
for those of you watching, tonight is Van Buren's homecoming game. So it's a nice honor to play a team on their homecoming night, this is the second night of Rogers being the opponent of the homecoming team.
You know, if you look at those records, Van Buren 0-6, the Mounties 4-2, it's not really indicative of how close of a matchup this is here. Heritage got its first win of the season last week against Van Buren, but the Pointers are giving the Mounties all they want tonight.
That's right. This is kind of showing us how much of an effect Aaron Jones has on the team, you know.
Right.
Being a senior and playing on both sides of the ball, he has a big effect on how the team plays and just their energy levels. But if I'm Coach Lloyd, I'm looking to Colin McCorder, Hunter Lloyd, Hunter Hawkins, just step it up, bring up the energy level. So 4th and 2. Going deep, pass is almost picked off by Hine. That ball was thrown right to him. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. Rogers will get the ball right on the 49-yard line.
Big 4A West top 10 matchup. Pea Ridge Blackhawks 13, Prairie Grove Tigers 7. With 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And
deep pass and wide open. Touchdown Mounties.
Huge play right there.
No flags on this play.
Big play here for the Mounties. Just slide it over here a little closer from somewhere. I don't know.
This is tough though. He got his dislocated shoulder.
So that was a nice play by Hunter Lloyd. Nice touch to it.
Now it looks like we got a player down. Who was that on the reception there, Monte? Who? Mason Ross on the catch. Big play.
Yeah, I wish we had our instant replay because the way the defender tackled him after he crossed the plane of the end zone, it was kind of awkward landing. So I'm not sure if it's a knee or an ankle, something with the lower body. We got our trainer looking at it. So injury timeout.
Get our
perfect timing right before half, 4 minutes before halftime.
That's not a good sign.
He's on his feet. Needs to be helped off the field. That's just an awkward tackle. The way you got tackled, his feet kind of folded behind him. The injury toll is just adding up for the Mounties. Rogers has the lead. This is good. This is good for the team.
Yeah, like I said earlier, you can never count out the Mounties, especially when you got Hunter Lloyd at quarterback. He does a good job of making stuff happen quick.
Going into halftime down 7-3, would have been an uncomfortable situation. But going to the half conference game with the lead, that's what you always ask for.
I got it.
Hernandez coming out. Hernandez in the kickoff team. Let's see if he can get a touchback this time. He's known for his touchbacks. High kick. Ball bobbled a little bit. And he's going nowhere. About 7 of the 11 guys touched the return.
All right, it's taking me a while here, but I think I've got the Bentonville West is leading Harbor 17-7 right now.
Wow.
Who would have thought that West would have been the team to beat in the 7A West? Everyone said Fayetteville, Harbor, maybe Bentonville, but West is proven formidable this year. So see if I can have
2nd and 12. Ball placed on the 23-yard line. I think the Mounties defense is catching on to the tendencies of the Buren's offense.
All right, and now we have 2 Springdale Bentonville games tonight. Ooh, Bentonville is putting the hurt on Springdale 28-7. So the game to watch this year in the 7A West may be the Bentonville versus Bentonville West game. Harbor came on strong early in the year, and the supposed experts all said they had it first in the state, but they
that goes to show that preseason awards, rankings, any of that is just preseason. It's just all guessing.
And I think it also, you're right, Amonte, it also shows the parity in this league. On any given night, any team can win, and Rogers played right with Fayetteville the other night for about a quarter and a half, and I think Fayetteville just kind of outlasted them, but they showed they could match up with them. All right, Amonte, we got about 3 minutes left. I'm going to start heading down toward the field at halftime and see if I can't maybe do an interview from down the field, and possibly we have Isaac Soto and Ronnie Flores down on the field.
Shout out to them.
We give them a big shout out. We got Emmanuel Camacho up here in the field running the other camera, so we got 3 cameras running.
2nd and 31.
2nd and 31 for
Thinking about a quarterback sneak here.
Well, this is one of those, the home team is really wanting to try to get a score in here before half, and that's what Coach is telling them. We got to get one in to go in at halftime with the win. But Coach Lloyd, on the other hand, is an experienced coach, and he's going to tell those boys, we don't have to win it in the first half, but we can't give up the score here. You want to go into halftime with some momentum, not with the sting of a bad play. So anyway, I'm going to cut out and go down the field.
all right. Go ahead. 2nd and 31. 2nd and a mile, actually. Let's see what Van Buren has up their sleeve. They just hand off up the middle and get a nice gain. So that brings us 3rd and about half a mile. 25, excuse me. 2:22 remains in the 2nd quarter. Seven seconds of the play clock. Ball snap up the middle once again. And nice tackle out of bounds for a gain of about 4. That brings us 4th and 11, 4th and 10. Around there. So 1:33 remains. They might be going for it, they might not.
Their second timeout.
What's up? I thought you went down. So did someone say that? Punt is up. Caught by McCorder, jukes out one defender, cuts up the middle, keeps cutting, and a bunch of flags. Flags just covering the field. Flags all over the field. This is. I promise. He liked the case. Block in the back. So let's look at the standings for the 7A West Conference. As the block in the back is called. So Bentonville on top of the conference, 3-0. Right there tied with Bentonville West, 3-0. Harbor, 3rd. Followed by Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers Heritage, and Van Buren at the bottom at 0-3. But records mean nothing in this conference. As the pass is overthrown. I would say the bottom 4 teams, very tight race. Very, not that much of a difference between who's better, it just depends on the night, really. Also with the top 4 teams, they're all right there. So it should be very interesting heading into the state playoffs, what the seeding is going to play out to be. Ball handed off to McCorder. Fumble on the play. I believe he was down, but the officials disagree. So McCorder with the fumble, bringing their defense right back out. Offense right in a better position with 43 seconds remaining in the first half. So very fortunate sequence of events for Van Buren. Dropping back, quarterback's gonna keep it, and he gets a good chunk of yardage, runs out of bounds to stop the clock, and gets the first down. Now with 36 seconds remaining. First and 10 on the Mounties 33-yard line. Ball snapped, looked up, and passes it out to number 23. Jukes the man, gets a couple more yardage. Couple more yards. And Van Buren uses their last timeout with 26 seconds remaining. Less than 30 seconds, 2nd and 7. Ball on the 30, Van Buren has it and is looking to score. Ball snapped, looking wide. Defense right there, Mounties trying to get to him. He just chunks it out of bounds, almost hitting a cheerleader. Very close to hitting a cheerleader.
Some big bulldogs confronted us. I think it was a couple players. To go back to the satellite. And I was like, yeah, no, I was like, nah.
37, 18 seconds. Mounties need to stay solid here. Drops back, looking to his left, sees a man, and just underthrows / throws it a little too far to the left, out of bounds. So that brings us 4th and 7 with 13 seconds remaining. This is really their last chance in the half, unless they get a quick first down out of bounds. So if I'm Van Buren, I'm looking for deep. I'm looking for, this is 4th down. Oh, they're going for the
Screen down here again.
So field goal attempt is up, and that is far short. And 8 seconds remain in the half. I'm pretty sure Coach Lloyd is going to keep it safe right here and just take it in.
do this. Let's get a shot of that scoreboard here before we. There's 8 seconds left, and I'd say this. I'm down here on the sidelines with Ronnie Flores and Isaac Soto, and I'd say, boys, we got 8 seconds left. I think that Coach Lloyd's ready to take this game into halftime and circle the wagons and say we're ahead. All right, here's what we're going to do, boys. We're going to turn this off.
And that brings us to halftime. We'll be right back with you at the start of the second half. Thank you.
They're all like molded into each other. I can't tell. Okay. And I guess the guard's like hiding behind all those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just wait for when they come out. Like
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat.
The card is so big. Like,
it's huge.
Oh, hey, there's Connor. Hey, Connor. Started putting the pit on the field. That's so cool. I love that.
It is pretty cool. Sorry.
So freaking
Someone
neat.
did it at Ozarko too. They copied us.
They're so freaking neat.
oh yeah, they copied us.
They totally did though. Like someone at Ozarko, the ones that won.
Oh, Green Mounties?
Yeah.
They look really good.
They weren't as good as like. They were okay.
They're from Tyson. Well, now they're from Missouri, but
I saw the show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2017 edition of the Innovator at Marching Band Excellence, the Buren High School Motor Pride Marching Band. This evening, the Buren High School Marching Band is proud to present their 2017 marching program entitled Who Are You?
I never knew they
Ladies and
stood
gentlemen,
down
we invite you to feel the often imitated, never duplicated Innovator Marching Band Excellence, the greatest show on turf, the pride of Western Arkansas, the Big Buren High School Motor Pride Marching Band.
I like words like chameleon, enigma, metamorphosis. Words like these convey a sense of mystery, a contradiction, a transformation. But words like these also ask the question, who are you? self-discovery, always being asked, who are you? As I continue the metamorphosis of what I will become.
I wonder who's saying that. She has a really nice
As her journey to answer the question, who are you, unfolds, the chameleon's life becomes shaped by many influences that decide its future fate, also known as karma. Where will your karma lead you, chameleon?
want to give a shout out tonight to the Van Buren Band, doing a great job.
The best day of your life is the one on which you decide your life is your own. No apologies or excuses. The day you show your true colors. This is the day your life really begins.
It's scary to be curious about the unknown, to dream big, to take risks, and above all, to set your innermost self until you discover who you truly are.
I'm proud that I defy your categories. I'm proud that I don't fit easily into any box. I'm proud of all the things I am and all the things I can be. But I'm most proud to be able to answer your question. Who are you?
Missouri State University. The Van Buren High School band was crowned the Gold Division champion with winning the High Individual Champion and High Music Champion. Tomorrow, the Van Buren High School Marching Band goes to Branson, Missouri to compete at the U.S. Band Invitational hosted by the SRS School. Performance time, 1 p.m.
The announcer just said the Van Buren Band will be going to Branson in the competition.
We sounded awesome. And then you watch the video and you're like, I don't hear it at all. Actually, it's just insane.
All right.
Well, because, I mean, we got one thing.
All right, this is Scott Davis, and I'm back for RHS TV. We appreciate the feedback we've gotten from some of our fans, and we're trying to see if we can't fix some of these audio problems that have been troubling us tonight. We had to take down our audio feed for a few minutes, and it took us a while to get it back set up right. We want to thank Amante Jones for helping out on the live play-by-play. Manuel Camacho has been running one of the cameras. We have Isaac Soto and Ronnie Flores also running a field cam, and we appreciate the great job those guys have done. So I'm going to take a quick break here and get ready for some halftime wrap-up.
The RHS Hall of Honor, as well as our current Hall of Honor members. You'll look on the field tonight, we have some of our past Hall of Honor members. On the 40-yard line to the north, representing the inductee class of 2004, Maris Schultz. In the class of 2010, Bob Robinson. Representing the class of 2016, Mike Hurst. Representing the class of 2004, Fred Williams. Representing the class of 2004, standing in for John Ridge, will be the Ridge family. The Hall of Honor class of 2008, Bobby Parks. The class of 2002, Jim Bell. Representing the class of 2003, Hall of Honor, Brad Thomas. And the class of 2016, Charlie James. Tonight we'd like to recognize the 3 people inducted to this year's Hall of Honor. Dolores D. Cox, the 1960 graduate of Andrew High School, is selected for induction for her outstanding contribution to volunteering in the community. Ms. Cox has been an avid tennis player since she was 4, and a large part of her adult life has been devoted to the sport. She has been a volunteer tennis coach for the Andrew High School tennis program for 13 years and has worked as a tennis pro in Arkansas and in Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, D. Cox. Our second inductee is Mayor Bob Freeman. Bob is a 1973 graduate of Andrew High School. He's been selected for distinguished post-high school service and outstanding civic achievement. He's retired United States Army Lieutenant Colonel and is currently serving his 3rd term as Mayor of Van Buren. He is an active community servant and lay leader with Heritage United Methodist Church. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Bob Freeman. Our last inductee this year is Dr. John Wilton. He's a 1952 graduate of Van Buren High School. He was a co-valedictorian for the class of 1952. He's being inducted for outstanding post-high school career and outstanding contributions. Dr. Wilton has served numerous long and short-term medical missionary assignments in several Middle Eastern, Asian, and African countries. He is the former chief of surgery with Sparks Regional Medical Centers and was associated with Hope Cross Clinic in Fort Smith for more than 20 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. John Wilton. Let's have another round of applause for our Van Buren High School Hall of Honor members.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the Van Buren High School Fort Pride Marching Band and the Hall of Honor.
All right, Mountie fans, we are back with RHS TV. We still got the Van Buren band playing a little bit of background music. The team's down here taking warm up. We got a few diehard fans over there in the crowd. The key to this game for the Mounties has got to be to continue to hold Van Buren from scoring. Van Buren got on the board quick, and they've had some good stops, but the Mounties were able to pull ahead and 10-7 lead. Hey, Coach. Are you a coach? You want to go on? Hey, do you know, hey, you guys know where that battery is that goes for that receiver? Coach said he had it in one of those boxes. I don't see it. It's like big, like this big. That Lopez kid had it.
Hey, you know why I'm not coming up?
All right, we're just about ready to start. Hey, what's your name? We want to thank Zeffirino for helping us out. He's filming for both the team and for RHS TV. The team uploads all their games to a service called Huddle, and we put ours on both the Mountie Sports app and also on our YouTube channel. So we appreciate his help. He's helped us with all the games. We let him use one of our cameras, and the team, the coaches, are able to watch the broadcast that the team does down on the sidelines and to watch the plays. And so we have a different stream, but we do share a camera. So we try to collaborate and work as a team any way we can. They're getting ready to, all right, they've already started.
Where is Skackus? You know what the app is?
All right, the Mounties have got the ball to start the second half.
Okay, I'm trying to find. That's what I just did. I'm trying to find the app again. I don't know where the app is.
Long run.
Where's the app? Ask him where the app is.
Colin McWhorter gets a big run up the middle. It brings the ball out to nearly midfield. It'll be about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. All right,
McWhorter's been a big help to the Mounties this year.
Okay, what do I do now?
The Mounties are moving the ball.
Come on, man.
In fact, Coach's pep talk at halftime has done some good. A wide open McWhorter. Sorry about that. Looks like we lost our field link just for a second there. We'll get it right back up.
Now it's looking at me. Why is it looking at me? Oh, I see. Here we go. Black for some reason. There's something. There's something going on there. The camera works fine here.
Great play there.
Something coming out of that feed. It's gotta be
The board
something.
calls the quarter on the table. Both side down by 21-09.
Well, all right, I'm losing some of my feed here. Let's see. Ooh, so got some running room there. Mounties down to about the 1.
Everything's up. It's just
Is that McWhorter?
McWhorter gets it down to about the 1 or 2 yard line. A big hole there. All right.
What are we doing here? Oh, there it worked now that I did that. Is it something you did? No, it was you back?
Number 5, Hunter Lloyd in for the touchdown for the RHS Mounties.
Sorry about that, fans. We lost our video feed just for a second. Looks like right about the time the quarterback scored there.
Okay, so I finally got it up. I put it under a second. All I had to do was unplug the charger. So for some reason, unplugged everything, reset everything. It still was a black screen, and then all of a sudden, all I did was uncharge. I think the charger got too hot or something. So all I did was uncharge, and the picture came up immediately. So no, I had it recording on the camera. But
All righty. Well, we're about 9 minutes left in the third quarter, and the Mounties have just scored. And we're looking for some backup up here.
83 Lloyd here. That has just the 12 after 9-10 left to go in the third quarter. The score is now Rogers 17.
Rogers 17, Mounties Pointer 7.
man, I wonder if the charger's got too hot or something. It's weird that it would come through and make that hot.
Hernandez ready to kick. Nice little pooch kick there. And the Mounties are able to get a stop on this one.
Timeout. I didn't hear it. Our first timeout.
and 10 for the Mounties on the 21-yard line.
Lloyd in shotgun. Fake handoff. Pass completed to Andrew McGlynn. Okay. Be sure to give us feedback on the live stream. Just contact me, Monte Johnson, or Snapchat. If any of my fellow viewers are listening, just send me a message showing your love and support. Snapchat is Monte_Jones. It's AMONTA_S. So yeah, just give us some feedback on that feed. Audio too low, too high, just right. And Hunter Lloyd up the middle, perfect call. And flags fly in after the play.
Flag on the play.
The play is over. Personal foul on the offense. Result of the play is first down and 2 is 15 yards. And first down and 10.
So all the yardage gained is just taken away. First and 10. On the 47-yard line. Lloyd looking to the sideline to get the play call. Confirmed. 8 seconds on the play clock. Ball snap. Fake handoff. Pass completed to Garrett Bake for about a gain of 3. Oh, that was McGlynn. So nice little quick play to get some yardage. Just coming up on 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 17-7. Comfortable lead for the Mounties if they can get another score here. Boy, low snap. Aims for Garrett Dake, and the ball just slips out of his hands. I'm not sure if he would have caught it in bounds, but nice attempt to catch. Jared Dick, outstanding leaper. Player on the basketball team as well. Decided to give football a try his senior year. And he's made some big plays this year. A lot of nice catches. He's still getting used to those catches, to some of the passes, but he's good. Good addition to the team. Pass completed to Colin McCord to get the first down. Nice snap, hand off to McWhorter, and he's gone. He's gone. I'm tiptoeing the sideline and just steps right out of bounds. Kind of just lost his balance, but that speed, it's hard to keep balance with that amount of speed.
Stepped out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a nice gain. First and 10 on 13. Hand off to McWhorter once again. He tries to cut back. He gets a gain of about 4 or 5. Second and 7. Hand off to McWhorter, and he's going to break the plane to get another touchdown. Good score, good play call by the coaching staff. Just what a play by Colin McWhorter. Touchdown machine.
McWhorter has single-handedly pulled the Mounties into this game. Not single-handedly, but he's been a big hand in it. Especially when they were struggling early on. He stepped up, made some big plays. That Lloyd-McWhorter combination's a good one.
I like the Hunter connection and the Hunter-McWhorter connection.
He's proved some good teamwork with those guys this year. This game looked like it was going to be a really close battle, and Mounties are starting to pull away, it looks like.
Yes. It seems like the Mounties just, suck the life out of this crowd.
Well, they had a lot of momentum early. They were eager for a win. They needed a win. It was homecoming. You always want to win at homecoming. And I think right there toward the end of the half when they were trying to score, that was kind of the turning point of the game. Coach Lloyd told the team, guys, we got to hold them here. And they were able to get a stop and keep the momentum. Come out really strong in the second half.
One thing I'll give the Mounties coaching staff credit for is their ability to pick up tendencies of the defense. They're quick at seeing their patterns, and That really affects their playing call for the rest of the game. It was a pretty hot sight here, but it's cooled down, thankfully.
And we want to give a shout out to Mark Strickland for calling in earlier and giving us some good feedback. We hope that was helpful. I hope we've made some changes. Mark, we'd love to hear back from you. Mark does a really good job taking photos of the Mounties, not just the football team, but the spirit squads, band, a lot of stuff at school. So
volleyball, baseball.
Yeah, you name it, and Mark's there. And he does a great job, so we really appreciate all he does.
It's nothing like being an athlete and, after a great game, going and seeing those pictures that are just so professional. You feel like a star.
I mean, we love the video because we do that here, but there's still something about that still shot that has a lot of attraction. If you can post it on Facebook, Instagram, or just send it to Grandma, because there's a lot of use for photos, and I took photos myself for many years, so I understand what a good job he does, and we appreciate his help.
So back to the game, 3:26 left in the third.
Yeah, it's kind of now or never time for the Pointers.
Wow. Speaking of now or never, this quarterback is going to take it to the house. Maybe, maybe not. Wow.
Well, I wasn't trying to give him word of encouragement there, but it looks like he really turned kind of not a busted play into a good long run there. If they score here, they're back within 10. So
he ran from all the way from the 27 to the 16-yard line. And we're fortunate, the Mounties were fortunate enough to stop him.
Yeah, it looked like he might break for a minute there all the way.
It's a very interesting point of the game. They get a score here, it's fair game. Mounties got to stay on their toes. I mean, they still do have to stay on their toes. It's just.
All right, the Mountie defense was ready for that one. Not much there. But you have to wonder here if the Mounties can hold them, if Van Buren would be content to try another field goal. I'm betting probably not at this point of the game. Down 17, I think you have to go ahead and try to get the score, get the touchdown.
Nice.
Mounties defense stepping up here.
Yes.
Let's see if we can get a close-up down on the field there. There we go. Take a look at that big defensive line. They're giving some pressure on the quarterback and on the running backs. Not much there for the running game.
That's right.
All right, let's try that.
Pass.
Oh, looks like he was
overthrown
and not sure he was even still in the end zone there. It was hard to tell from Flag on the play. Let's. See who the refs are going to call this one on.
Nothing was faster. This is defense. After listening to the goal line, automatic frustration.
All right, that's not the call the Mounties want to see here. All right. Little help from the call there. The Van Buren Pointers will get a little better field position. And
keeps it.
Gets down to about the 2 or 3. It's hard to tell from here. Second and 2.
19 seconds remain in the third.
Mounties, it's like they get a stop there and they have lost a yard.
That's perfect. So that brings them 4th and about 3.
I think it's going to be third and 4, Monte, because we had that penalty.
Right.
And lucky for the Mounties, it was only half the distance to the goal, which they've kind of got that back on that play there. But this is a big play here for Van Buren because they need to punch in a score. If the Mounties get a stop here, it's a different scenario. Quarterback takes shot.
Snap.
He's got some running room there.
Some room.
He scrambles back the other way.
Is that Casey Allred?
It almost looked like he had an opening there, and
Ryan Donovan, good tackle, but he's slow to get up.
This is exactly what the Mounties wanted. Even if they end up giving up a score, they've used up a lot of time off the clock. We'll get a little shot of the visitor or the home band here. The Mountie band didn't come down tonight for the long trip to Van Buren.
Yeah.
But they'll be back ready to roar and play next week at home. Sometimes those football players, when they're on the road, they kind of consider that band to be playing for them. We've got some, looks like we got some Van Buren fans down here that are quite amused with our field crew. I've noticed we're trying to cut to their camera, and we keep having the fans in the way, so we're glad they're engaged, but we wish we had a little more field shots here. All right, and the Mounties are going to move down to the other end of the field here and see if they can't get a stop, and we'll see here what the Pointers do. I'm almost certain they'll go for a touchdown here. I'd be shocked if they tried to kick it.
Well, someone's on his. Looks like we have.
Okay,
a
shows you how little I know there.
Maybe they're being safe. They want every point they can get.
Yeah, but 14 to 24 to 10, I guess that gets them within 2 scores. Kick is up, and kick is good. So we've got a 24. I guess it's a 2-score game either way. I won't second guess the coaches because they certainly know more than I do. And one thing that was really good for the Pointers there is they get some points on the board. And the Mounties had stopped them several plays in a row there, except the only time they really got any momentum was the call. So you got that one long run. They got something out of it. So really the Mounties now need to see if they can't score and get some momentum going here, or retake the momentum.
Yeah, I really felt like the Mounties defense missed out on some opportunities to, seal the deal, get them off the field. It all started with that long run, that broken play.
Got a little shot of the Mountie Spirit Squad there. Oh, just about the time we cut away. Sorry about that. Deep kick. The Mounties are going to return it.
Cuts the corner. McWhorter.
McWhorter. All right, we'll look forward to see here what the Mounties can do with this. Another long, sustained drive and a score could put this one out of reach.
Yeah, seal the deal.
Still, we saw it at Siloam and Claremore, how quick teams can come back. Let's see if I can check some scores around the
McWhorter. Just a running machine.
Yeah, McWhorter has really worked hard tonight to help the Mounties come home with the win. All right. We've got Bentonville 42, Springdale 14. Big blowout. Bentonville West 20, Harbor 13. So West just dropped a pass at about the 15-yard line. So we'll bring you some highlights on that game here in a minute. We'll keep up with our game here instead. All right, the Mounties will take a timeout here and talk about this with 10:25 left to play in the game. And we're going to take a quick break. we didn't have audio. Sorry about that. Our audio went out for just a second here. We were given some scores here. The Pea Ridge Blackhawks 26, Prairie Grove Tigers 21. Both the Bentonville teams are beating Springdale. Bentonville West is beating Harbor, and Bentonville is beating Springdale Bulldogs handily. The big story here is at Van Buren is after a close early game, the Mounties got a big stop right before the half, and they were able to score and extend their lead in the second half. And so it's been a long night for the Pointers.
Nice snap, handoff to McWhorter, and he's met in the backfield for a loss. Tackle for a loss.
Lloyd throws one up.
Nice.
Oh,
Pass incomplete.
Can't quite get to McWhorter. Looked like the pass might have been a little bit out of bounds. Almost another score there for the Mounties. And really, if you go back and look at that first half, we were just a couple really close pass plays away from pulling a big lead in that first half.
Yeah, that's right.
Just a couple passes right out of his reach.
That's why they say that this game is a game of inches, you know. 1 second, you quite not catch the ball. 1 second late, you quite not catch the ball. A second too early, you don't make it. You know, it's all about timing. That's why these teams practice so hard pretty much every day of the week.
McWhorter has really carried the load tonight. You've heard his name called a lot, both on passing and running.
McWhorter's, I'm pretty sure, having a career type of night. What do you think?
Yeah, he's having a great night tonight. Big test for the Mounties next week.
Yes. But I like what I'm seeing from everybody coming together to pick up the slack pick up the gap of
Big Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron. I saw him on the sidelines earlier. Looked like he was swarmed by some parents getting asked a bunch of questions. So I'm pretty sure.
I wonder what Coach Lloyd is telling the boys here with that final timeout. That seems early to use it, but let's go peek in at the. If we can get a good steady shot of the quarterback or the team. There we go.
Yeah, random timeouts kind of. You know if it's a random timeout, the coach sees something.
Yeah, we got to.
There's usually 3 reasons why a coach calls a timeout. 1, just time management. 2, he doesn't like what he sees. And 3, he sees something that he can, exploit. So, fake kick right here.
Yeah, that pass just wasn't. It looked like he had the guy open, but the defense was there, and the pass was short. So,
Wow, I wish we could see a replay on
And
that.
yeah, we don't. I don't have it quite ready to do that.
Okay.
But let's.
So turnover on downs. With 6 minutes remaining.
You have to wonder if Van Buren saw that coming with that timeout.
I'm not sure, but it did look like
a busted play, kind of.
Yeah. So Van Buren looking down the field. Defender right there. Eventually he's brought down.
All right, we'll see if we can't get a interview with Colin McWhorter after the game.
Handoff. Decent amount of yardage.
First pass is incomplete. Complete to number 27 as a block.
And Van Buren punts it away to about midfield. The ball will rattle around and it'll roll all the way down to about almost the 36-yard line. So Monte, I'm going to head on down to the field because it looks to me like this game is about wrapped up, and we'll see if we can get Colin McWhorter on camera.
All right.
And Coach Lloyd, and if we have time, we'll put those on the live stream. If you have to shut it down, go ahead and we'll get them on video for the
RHS TV.
RHS TV to show later. We're not sure what time the buses are going to leave, but because my film crew will be riding back on the bus, so. But overall, a big win tonight for the Mounties.
Yes. Just what they needed. This puts them ahead of Heritage and Van Buren. So, they clinch a playoff spot. That's the one step going into the season.
The one game that Mounties really have to win to make this season what they want, they've got to win that Springdale game. Both those Bentonville games are going to be tough, and they know that. They could win either one, but
surprise some people.
The one I think that if you had to pick one that you think is the game to win going down the stretch, it's got to be that spring. And that will not be an easy game. They're much improved. Zach Clark's done a good job with that squad. So Mounties have 3 tough games coming up.
Yes, if they want to improve on what they built last season, you're right, they need to win that game.
Well, I think they've already improved on it. They're showing a lot of improvement this year, but the problem is that the Mounties face is not that they're not a good team. They've got a really tough conference to play in. And, even the teams at the bottom of the division as far as scores give the Mounties a tough game. And we saw that at Heritage, and we've seen it early on tonight.
That Fayetteville game is disappointing, but
I'm going to leave the setup here with you, Amante, and I'm going to run down and check on our field crew. We got Ronnie Flores and Isaac Soto down there. We want to also thank Emmanuel Camacho for running one of our field cams, our press box cams tonight, and the rest of the crew. We really appreciate their help, and I'll hopefully be on the camera with an interview if we can.
All right. Thank you, Scott. All right.
Hernandez in front. First and 10 for the Pointers. 36-yard line. .221 from the contest. Crawford's pass complete to number 27, Isaac Wright.
First pass might come out just a little bit.
Also pass complete to Walter Green. Brought down by number 10, Andrew McLean. Salisbury's pass complete to Isaac Wright. Salisbury on the keeper.
Timeout. Right here. Next second timeout.
Ball down the 4-yard line. second to the land of 6 for the neighboring corner. After going the fourth quarter, the score is now Rogers 24, Van Buren 17. Charlie Marie coming up with the football for the Mounties. Lord on 23. 43 returns and 46 off.
Third and final timeout.
score from Citizens Bank Station, the Lady Mounties. Rogers 24, Buren 17.
We started off slow offensively and defensively, but I think some minor adjustments during halftime. We came out, we ran the ball like we know we can. We just got to keep it with that mentality that we can run the ball hard all the time.
What comes to y'all in here?
It's in here. It doesn't matter what's on the playbook. It's about how much you want it in here. They picked us for a homecoming game, and we took that as a slap in the face. So we had to come out here and show them that they're not going to do it next year.
Looks like you were just that close to getting a couple extra touchdowns that first half.
Yes, sir. Very close, but I mean, like I always say, I can't do it by myself. I've got an amazing offensive line. They're learning. They're young, and I'm proud of everyone. Good job, boy. Thanks, man. You too.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
Go Mounties. So, thank you.
All right, you guys need to go. You're going to lose your ride. All right. Hey, appreciate y'all's work, guys. Okay, for RHS TV, this is Scott Davis signing out.